Hi, this is Belinda. I'm going to try to see, I'm going to put my makeup on, kind of wanting to see how long my makeup will last today without having to touch it up. My primer, which I've already got my skincare on, so I don't really use primer that often. It does definitely feel a little kind of thicker than my standard products that I moisturise with, but obviously the primer is there to kind of help the foundation and the rest of the makeup stay. So today I'm wearing my Forever Hydra Nude Dior in the 1.5. I haven't really tested this one with all of these products. So although I've got the makeup glasses, magnifying glasses that I showed you, it's kind of a little bit difficult to put foundation on with them, so I am kind of looking to the side at my mirror to give me a bit of clarity of what I'm doing. I need to make sure it's smoothed out, and then putting on my concealer. So the first one was my Huda Beauty Faux Feeler. I'll just tell you, Corrector, sorry. And I've got the pink pomelo. Probably upside down with it. Yes. Now I like to use the Natasha Denona N2 I'm using today. Because I get a bit of redness, I get a little bit of paranoid, so I like to do the concealer in quite a few places, as you probably noticed. You know, I've had the redness from when I was young, so when I was a teenager, which is a long time ago. So, you know, one thing that I've noticed that people tend to do now, which is something that I've been doing since I was young, is actually, since I was 16, I've always put on sunscreen. So, not sure what made me do that, but it was something, I think, that I went to a I don't know, maybe I went to like a makeup class or got some free makeup done or something when I was 16, because I don't think there was many makeup classes around then, and they were talking about the skincare and putting sunblock on every day. And so ever since I was 16, I've kind of always done that. So then the next one I'm putting on is the Easy Bake, Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Matcha Milk, which is for redness. So I've been thinking lately about, do I get some blush? Do I, you know, and this is, I suppose, sometimes old habits die hard. Something when I was a teenager, going back to being paranoid about wearing blush because I get the redness. So if anyone's got any recommendations, what is the best type of blush to try? And you know, maybe I'll look into it at some point. So I might actually put a little bit of eyeshadow on. I've got the Nude Light by Huda Beauty, so I've only put a little bit on. You know, I don't like to be too heavy-handed because I'm not an expert and natural at doing the eyeshadow. And the last thing that I'm going to put on is, I've got the Fenty contour stick. I'm new at using, or not new, but I'm new at using their contour stick. So trying to a little bit harder to do underneath, but definitely does help. And then just putting on some gloss. So that's kind of like a very basic look, and probably the first time actually in my new space that I've done the full makeup, so I've got to get used to, there's a little bit less bench space, etc.